That's been a little
way, but there's been a lot of things like a wedding and a big move for me, especially. And look, this ain't a trick of the camera. Brandi is like 2 feet taller than I am. So, but let's get into this. We're going to be talking about like one of our first movies coming back. We got to go see. We have been doing so we're going to have a couple of these coming up, but we've been doing the Screen Unseens
at AMC theaters.
Yep. And the first one we was able to go talk about, we had to wait a little bit because like that movie just released this past weekend, and it was the movie Normal. So,
now, if you don't know Screen Unseen, they just give you the rating. We don't know what movie we're getting. We just get the rating. So it was rated R, and we go show up at the theater, and then we don't know where we're getting until it starts playing. So it's a movie obviously that's not been out yet. So usually they're movies that are just going to be coming out, but we get to see them before their release, and they're cheaper. It's actually a bit cheaper for us to go see them. I paid $20 for me and you to go for the first one, and then I ended up subscribing to the A list, and I only pay like $7.50.
Non-sponsored, by the way, non-sponsored. But yes, we did. The first one we went and seen was the movie Normal. It was directed by Ben Wheatley. Writers are Derek Kolstad, Bob Odenkirk. And it also stars Bob Odenkirk, Ryan Allen, and Billy McLeland. Yep. I'm going to suck on these names. But yes, we went and saw that in the movie, and we're here to talk about it. So let's break it down. Brandi, what did you like, dislike?
What I like is, well, first, I didn't know what we were getting. One of the first scenes was was in
Exactly the same thing, but it's basically he's like a chill, like sheriff, and he's supposed to come and fill in whenever sheriffs either get,
yeah, he's an interim sheriff.
Yeah, so he's just there to fill in until they get a replacement or can vote on a new one and everything else. And supposedly he's like laid back. He doesn't want to like cause any issues. He wants everything to go smoothly. He says it multiple times. He wants to keep the town in the same position it was in before he left.
There was a part he was given it looked like he was given a parking ticket, but he was just writing a note on it, and it wasn't even really giving the person the ticket. So,
but it's one of those style movies that is like action, but then it's got comedy pieces. So you got the Fonzie from back in the days in this movie for a short period of time, and he's playing like the mayor. And so one section of the movie, there's like a bank robbery thing going on where he's like stuck in the middle and people are, getting shot. The bank's getting robbed. All this stuff's happening in this action piece. And out of nowhere, home dude finds like a bazooka thing or like a grenade launcher, I should say. And the mayor, Fonzie's like talking to all the people and stuff, trying to get them rallied up because they're trying to protect their interest in the city. or town, I guess you would say, because it's a smaller town. And he just gets exploded out of nowhere on everybody because he gets hit with a grenade launcher in the middle of him talking.
So the town is called Normal. That's the name of the town. That's so how it starts off is like these guys, they're Asian and they're obviously gangsters. So there's three of them. I guess they might have messed up, and to show their loyalty, he makes them try to cut one of their fingers off.
Actually,
two of them did. One of them didn't.
Actually, I thought the thing you said was right, that they messed up, but I actually don't think that after we watched the complete film. It was like, I think that was like, you have to do that to be able to even just work for them. So I think these guys were like recruits, like, oh yeah, they're finally being able to like be part of the actual gang as a whole. And that's something they had to do to show their loyalty. Like, hey, I'm with you. I'm not going to mess up. I'm not going to betray you and all that stuff. At first, I did think it was people that were in trouble.
Yeah.
But I actually think after watching it and thinking about it, I think that was just a sign of like loyalty. Like, I'll cut my finger off to prove to you that I'm loyal.
So those guys that cut their fingers off, the guy sends them to Normal. Sends them. They're the security guards in the bank. So those guys have. We're doing spoiler. Right? They have a interest in there. They have like gold bars, but they don't know because this is just a small town, normal, like, so these people go to try to rob the bank and they're just looking for some money, and they don't have a lot.
Yeah, so the major town on Normal, they basically are like captured by money because like they ended up hiding their money in this little town's bank.
These gangsters.
And when the bank robbery happens, because the people that are trying to rob the bank aren't trying to rob the bank because they knew there was these like
gold bars there.
Yeah, exactly. So like it ends up turning out to be a big thing, and then they send their people over, like, and all this stuff, and the town is trying to kill the new sheriff now because the new sheriff knows some stuff, so they're trying to like take him out before the Asian people get there to like get their gold.
But he didn't know. He was just going there to,
Yeah, and that's
the bank robbery that's happening. So he goes there, and then the other cops try to kill him. Like,
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but he don't know what's going on. He just was going to like try to.
But that's kind of the funny part, right? And that's the same thing with the movies he was in before this called Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
It's really similar because like he's supposed to be this unassuming guy, but it turns out he used to be like somebody trained to kill, and these people try to do something to his family, and he's like killing all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like a laid back guy before that. He's like trying to just be a dad. So this is kind of the same thing where he's just trying to be like this cool sheriff that's not wanting to rustle any feathers. But it seems like every time he gets interim somewhere, it seems like something may happen, because in this movie it slowly goes to crap and starts falling apart, and then all these the whole town's against each other.
The whole town knows about this stuff, but he doesn't. So like, he thinks all these people are cool, and then they all try and kill him.
Yeah, as the movie goes through. Yeah.
Yes, as they're going through it, they're all trying to kill him. Like, there's the bartender, which actually was the girl from Game of Thrones. Hadley, I forget her name. But she was in it, and she's the barkeep. But then she tries to kill him in the jail. But the guy that was the mayor before, I guess something happened with him, and the sheriff before got killed. Sheriff, something happened.
He was killed because he found out about it. He didn't know about it, found out something about it, and they killed him.
But he had a daughter who was in the military, and they had like a gathering, and she tried to go, and they were telling her to leave. So she came back to town to do something, and the sheriff was like, "Drink, just lay here, stay here, like." In the jail. So when the girl was...
The sheriff's daughter was basically going to kill herself in the car. She had a gun and everything with her, and she was like drinking heavily on purpose.
So he put her in the jail to just like let her sober up and stuff. And so that girl, the barkeep, went to go attack him in the jail cell, in the jail. And I was laughing because I was like, that girl's still there, Justin. Like, the girl's still there. And then she comes and gets the... She's the one that takes her out. And then she kind of becomes the deputy sheriff. Like, he kind of like...
Yeah, basically he's like deputizing her because maybe he does the other people that actually rob the bank too. Basically, the people that rob the bank that gives away the secret of the gold and stuff from the Asian gangsters, and the sheriff all find out at once, like, oh crap, what's going on? And then the town's like basically trying to take them out, kill them, and save the gold because they don't want to die because it was a Yakuza, may have been the Yakuza. And so anyway, so all that stuff's going on. But I don't want to, like, the whole purpose of this is not going to be to give away everything and do like a like 100% spoilers. Like some of the things we just talked about were like spoilers. Because some of these movies are going to be times where we actually do them because we're seeing them sometimes like a week early. Like that we may actually be releasing this before the actual movie is even completely 100% out. But so we're not going to try to give you everything.
This one's a spoiler because this one is out already.
Yeah,
this has been out for like a couple of weeks.
But still, I don't want to give because the movie's still going and it's small. These are going to be smaller movies, so I don't want them to like lose any of their money, a potential. No. Somebody's like, oh, I got. So we're not going to give completely 100% everything that happens in the movie, but I just want to get like a couple of points from you. So, what did you think about the action part of the movie?
Oh, I like the action. There was the different scenes and how everything comes out and about, and especially all the fighting and stuff, and them trying to go after each other and basically killing everybody. It was like killed or be killed, like so I thought that action was pretty.
They had two major set pieces in this movie, which was the bank and then the towards the end in the restaurant bar. That I thought was done really well. It mixed in some comedy stuff because people were like basically the funny parts. That's the one thing I think this is lacking on, and we can talk about this real quick too, because we both agree the action was pretty cool. Like the two big set pieces was pretty fun to watch, and it was fun. But like the comedy in this really didn't come from like that many funny moments or people saying stuff funny. It was mainly most of the time comedy on like how somebody dies. Yeah, like so the mayor gets blown up with a grenade launcher while he's speaking to the town. And then there's some other kill scenes and stuff that happens that were kind of funny and how they happened.
The restaurant scene was actually pretty good. Like, I won't say everything that happened there because there was a lot that went on. I can't even remember everything that happened. It was just like left and right and holy crap, what was going on. Like I said, it was Justin loved the movie. I thought it was okay. I mean, I liked it. I enjoyed some of it. I did not like the gore because I don't like blood, but if you like blood,
with that being said, though,
there's blood.
She's saying that, but like she'll pay attention to any kind of like bloody stuff. Whereas me, as a person that loves that stuff, I would tell people it wasn't that gory. So I don't want a lot of people out there to think it was super gory. There was a couple of gory scenes in the movie, but it wasn't like all gore. Most of it was just like regular stuff you'd see in an action movie of someone getting shot and stuff. But there was a couple of times, like at the very beginning of the movie, like you said, when the one guy didn't cut his finger off and he got his head chopped off. You could say that was gory.
I didn't say that.
Then there was a couple of gory. Then there was a couple of gory scenes in the restaurant, like because like people were getting shot multiple times. But
the mayor getting blown up, that wasn't gory.
Yeah, that was gory, but that was funny. Like I think even people that don't like gore would laugh at that moment. Because Fonzie gets blown up and literally parts of his body just get spewed out all over the town people that are standing around. To me, that was like too funny. I wasn't even thinking about gore. But yeah, there was like 3 or 4 scenes that had gore to it, but it wasn't like, listen, man, I like gore stuff. And this wasn't Evil Dead gore, so don't be thinking you're going to go walk into like that kind of a movie.
No, it was bloody. There was blood.
But with the comedy, like, this is one of those movies where it probably should have had a little more, I thought.
Yeah.
Because I actually think, to be honest with you, this movie could have been better to me, like in my rating, if it would have just been straight-laced. If they didn't try to be funny. Maybe have like one scene. Maybe the mayor getting blown up could be like one little funny scene in the middle of the movie. But like some of the other stuff they tried to do that was kind of funny, I just didn't think was really needed, because so much more of the movie was actually like about serious stuff and people trying to do serious things. It wasn't goofy and funny. Like they should have had more funny. Like Zombieland's a perfect example of a movie that's got that stuff in there, but it's funny throughout. Like through almost all the movies got funny spots in it. Whereas this movie was just like, the comedy was like, if you're going to put I just don't think they did there should be a line where if you do it a little too funny, you need to be just funny. Or if you're not going to do that funny, you need to stay a little less funny. Cause like, it was sometimes hard to grasp the 100% of the feel. Mm-hmm. So like when I'm watching a movie that's like a comedy action movie or a comedy horror movie kind of thing, like there's never a time where I don't forget this is comedy. Mm-hmm. But in this movie, there were times where I forgot we were watching something that's supposed to be funny at times. I mean, do you agree with that? Or mm-hmm. All right, well, let's go ahead. We've been talking about it for a little while and talked about this movie. And so like I said, we're not going to give away everything. We want people to go see these movies because they are smaller movies. But what I'll say is for these movies, especially these kind of movies that we do, not for every movie that we do. Sometimes we'll do movies that's even on streaming, like older movies and stuff like we've mm-hmm. done before. But especially with these kind of movies, like this is what I'm going to ask you. Forget like a grading scale, 1 out of 10. Mm-hmm. But basically what I would ask you is like, so is this a movie that you would go see first night, pay the full price? Is this a movie that you would go to a matinee, kind of like what we did is cheaper? Mm-hmm. Or is this a movie you wouldn't go see at the movies at all?
Probably a cheaper one.
So right there in the middle. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of like that too. Like I'm glad we didn't pay full price for the movie. Mm-hmm. Like I was pretty happy that we got to see this movie for cheaper because this is a style of movie that I probably would have waited for streaming because mm-hmm. if you don't have crap tons of money, like to go to the theaters all the time, unless you have some kind of hookup or whatever, that stuff gets expensive. And these kind of movies, I would have gotten the same enjoyment watching it together just in the house.
I would have paid to go to the movies, but I would have went on like a bargain Tuesday that we have.
Yeah, like the bargain Tuesdays and Wednesdays that a lot of theaters do, mm-hmm. and that's kind of the question. Mm-hmm. So like, I agree with Brandi on this. Like, if you have the time and you have a little extra money and you can go see it on like a Tuesday or Wednesday when they have like the matinee prices where you basically get to go see the movies for like $7 or $8 instead of paying, bro. That's mm-hmm. one of the things that sucks about moving up here to the Boston area because they crap expensive. Like the normal price would be like $24 if you went and saw like on a Friday night.
Not $24.
Yeah, it's something about it's like at least 15. 20. At least like 20. 15. But you at least get it for a really good if you can go do it during like a matinee. Yeah. During the middle of the day or something like that, and you have the time to be able to go do it. Definitely recommend it because it was a good movie. Yeah. I had some fun with it. I didn't walk out pissed off that I wasted my time because that's the thing. We're going to go see these movies now that can be like gambles. We could go watch. We're supposed to go do one tomorrow night. So like, we gambling kind of. It could be the dumbest movie ever. Mm-hmm. But I will say the 2 movies we went and saw so far like that.
They were good.
They were pretty good so far. Mm-hmm. But thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, like it says on the thing. You can join our Discord. Mm-hmm. All that stuff will be in the details below. And just thank you for being here for couples therapy. Say a closer. You got to come up with a line. I'm tired of saying like peace out or peace.
We'll see you at the movies.
We'll see you at the. Oh, we do point to the screen. We'll see you at the movies.
I'm pointing to that screen.
Yeah.
Give me a kiss.
You can't do that on
yeah,
that. You can't.